is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fam. It's your boy, PaperSin, back with another reaction video. This one is called Benefits of Staring at a Wall. And it's by the YouTube channel MarkAI. So two things here. One, is this guy even real? I mean, AI, right? Two, there are actually benefits to staring at a wall. Are you kidding me? Nani the fuck? Anyway, as always, link to the channel and link to the video will both be in the description below. So be sure to check them out, see what else they have in store for you. And while you're there, don't forget to do those three things I like to ask you to do: like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. All right, let's get down on it. See what's good, see what's great, see what's going on. No hate.
I started working a different type of work shift. So I start in around the late afternoon, early evening.
Okay.
And I would end pretty late at night, about 1, 2 a.m. And I would immediately go to sleep. So when I wake up for my day, I would have around a 7-hour gap where I will be able to do all my daily habits, like going to the gym, journaling, uploading YouTube videos, doing push-ups, getting sunlight.
Push-ups is still the gym. But I just realized that, yeah, it is kind of true because when you're working a 9-hour shift, you have 1 hour for lunch, and but you're still working but whatever. You're gone for 9 hours at that place for 9 hours. And then you come home. I guess you do really have like 6 hours to do something, do your shit, and then the rest of the time you spend sleeping. So it's like roughly 8 hours and 15. Yeah, roughly 8 hours to sleep, unless you're going overtime with everything else, like doing YouTube videos and stuff like that, and only getting 4 hours of sleep. It sucks. But damn, bro. Still, like, okay, let's see what these benefits are. Benefits to staring at a wall,
going for a walk, etc.
Right?
But there's still gap time, free time, where I fall into instant gratification. For instant gratification, I'm not talking about pornography, or
thankfully you're not
eating junk food, or
swiping
on my phone.
Right.
But it would be snacking on healthy food. Now, even though I'm snacking on healthy food, if I kept myself busy during that time, I wouldn't have ate that. And if I wouldn't have ate that, then I would be closer to my physical goal.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm not able to reach that goal as fast because I'm falling into the temptation of snacking. In this world, people commonly...
So basically you just need the self-control to not snack. Meditating is a good thing to do. Or I guess we're about to find out staring at a wall is apparently also a great thing to do. Okay.
Escape to vices during discomfort, when they're bored of something, or when they have downtime, and they would, drink some fizz, get a snack, pull out their device, or smoke a cig or chew some tobacco to keep going throughout their day.
Chew tobacco.
And these examples are also considered instant gratification. From the content I'm looking into, they're saying staring at a wall is more productive than falling into instant gratification. Okay. How?
Yeah, how?
Well, when we stare at a wall instead of falling into instant gratification, we're saving money on buying vices.
All right, that's true.
We're improving our health by not depending on these substances, like drinking diet soda,
I guess,
eating junk food.
So basically just having self-control over eating bullshit and smoking cigarettes. Just having the self-control to not do those things. Okay, what else? What other, like, so far everything's, besides staring at a wall, I can still do something like meditation, or I guess he already said that this is outside of the time where he's doing workouts. So what else? Like, what other things can staring at a wall do?
Eating throughout our day, giving us spikes in our dopamine, drops in our dopamine, not keeping a stable baseline. So staring at a wall, it saves us money.
You study another language.
It improves our health. And when we're staring at a wall and thinking, being alone in our thoughts, we're trying to figure out, with this downtime, with this gap of time, what can I fill it in with? What daily habit can I fill it in with? That is easy to start, convenient to do, and quick to start.
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay, all right, Duolingo, learning more Spanish. Instead of just doing one quick 5-minute lesson, maybe
I'm on Japanese.
I can dedicate 20, 30 minutes to that lesson.
Yeah.
I could read a new book.
Yeah.
I have time to dedicate 30, 45 minutes as long as I keep it a strict routine. So when I'm staring into the wall, I'm thinking of what I can fill in my gap of time, my free time with. Because I already got the gym, I already got journaling, I already got uploading and filming YouTube videos in my daily routine. So what else can I fill it in with? And what I can fill it in with can improve my knowledge of the world and can also make me be better at
astral projection,
the second language I'm trying to learn, which is Spanish. So I'm already thinking of stuff. But when you're staring at a wall, alone in your thoughts, you also think of what you learned from the past. What did I learn from the past that I'm not even implementing into my life right now? And
good question.
This is random, but this thought would go into my head when I'm staring at my fence, staring at a wall. I would sit on a dinner table with older men, whether they be Native American or Hispanic.
Oh, while staring at a wall.
These men would be older, around their 50s, 60s, and they're able to sit down, look down on the table, look down on the ground, and be completely quiet and just be alone in their thoughts. They don't have to drink fizz, alcohol, smoke. And when they're eating, they are eating very slow. They're not just like nom 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 nom.
That's what I need to do. I need to slow down my eating.
Eating very slow. Embracing the food, embracing the texture, the taste, everything about the food.
I feel that. That's like I said. I was trying to say. First off, I gotta stop trying to talk while they're talking. But secondly, yeah. Thankfully, I only eat like once a day. I might have some popcorn throughout the once or twice, but that's about it. But I really do need to slow down how fast I eat, because apparently there are benefits on that. I don't remember them all right now. I don't remember any of them, but I know there are benefits to it. I think one of them obviously is like, if you're slow down eating, you can take time for the food to go travel through your system, and you might get full faster. Full before you finish the food that you're eating, which then you can save the rest of that for later. And anyway. But let's continue.
And just being alone in their thoughts.
I digress.
This feeling of serenity, this feeling of peacefulness.
Mm-hmm.
And these men, they would normally have children very young, and it would force them to work their butt off. It would force them to work hard. Children would be the main factor in them working very hard.
Right, you got to provide.
But even though they're working very hard, working these long hours, when they're back home, they just want that feeling of serenity, feeling of peacefulness at the dinner table. They're not in a rush. They're not worried about anything. Them working hard is able to provide them this feeling of peacefulness and serenity. And the sad reality is that in modern society, people have that feeling of peacefulness and serenity at a beach, in wilderness, or a picnic at a park. Those are the only times they would feel that sense of peacefulness.
Or like anytime you're engaging in something that's really kind of your thing, you know what I'm saying? Like well, for some people, reading a book brings them that peace of serenity. You know what I'm saying? Walking their dog, taking their dog out to take a shit, or something or things like that. Or of course, going for a walk is like he already said, walk in the park. Never mind. But there's a bunch of things, I guess, like just laying in the bed and daydreaming or something like that. The important stuff.
But you can also feel that feeling of peacefulness inside of your own home. These men are a great example. They're our older generation, yes. We can still have the
Learn
same mindset
from
of
them.
them, not having the urge to pull out a device, not having the urge to drink some fizz, not having the urge to eat like you're in the military and about to go on a mission, about to travel on a helicopter somewhere. You know, they're not in a rush. Even though they added all of these obligations into their life, such as children, mortgage, they still feel at peace at that dinner table. It is better for us to stare at a wall than fall into the instant gratification of snacking and pulling out our device.
Okay.
Because when we stare at that fence, stare at that wall, that gives us time to figure out, I have this free time, I have this gap of time. What daily routine can I do in that gap of time that can improve me in one of 4 aspects of my life, whether it be financially, physically, mentally, or spiritually? For my time staring at a wall, I'm thinking I can dedicate more time learning Spanish, and I can dedicate time to read a new book.
Some of that time that you're spending staring at a wall, you can spend reading the book or dedicating to Spanish. Hopefully, you implement that. So basically, it's thinking time. It's time to be alone with your thoughts. You don't really need a wall to do that, but I guess it helps because you have an objective in a way. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the wall. And then while you're there, you're just like, yeah, I should do this. I should just start doing more of this, start doing more of that, and you start thinking of ways to improve your life. I get it.
A book that I know will improve my life. It'll make me become the best version of myself. And what I mean by the best version of myself is a version that does not fall into instant gratification,
Right.
that utilizes his time to the fullest.
Right.
You know, me falling into instant gratification, me falling into the temptation has prevented me from getting closer and closer to my physical goal and also my financial goal. You know, I could be spending less money if I don't spend my money on these vices. You know, I would be saving money if I don't fall into these vices.
Buying loot boxes in games, Fortnite, buying skins in League of Legends. Again, a lot of it, what he's talking about, seems like it could be solved with just self-control, and self-discipline. So I guess staring at a wall helps you, may help you to build that self-discipline and self-control, because you need that control and discipline to even force yourself to sit there and stare at a wall to begin with. And then once you get to that point, it can become a easy practice and throughout your daily life of self-discipline and self-control without having to stare at a wall. That's what I'm gaining from this.
I could be saving myself time to do more productive habits if I don't fall into these vices. If I don't fall into these vices, I would be able to improve my health and have more stable dopamine levels throughout the day. And that feeling of serenity and presence, we can all feel that inside the confines of our own home. When we're inside the confines of our own home, we don't have to pull out that device. We don't have to
pull out.
Keep snacking and snacking and snacking if we have a gap of free time. We don't have to have that feeling of serenity when we're on vacation or at a beach. You know, if our life is great by not falling into these vices, then we don't need a vacation all too often, now don't we? You know, people I listen to, that I read about, they keep stressing the importance of just being present in this moment and focusing on one task at a time. Because if we focus on multiple tasks at a time, let's say I'm doing a task and then I drink some fizz to keep me going throughout my task, and I'm just doing multiple things, but if I just focus on that one task
or
without having
non-sugar
to smoke a cig, drink some fizz
energy drink
to keep going throughout my day, then I'm not gonna fall into instant gratification or the vices that I'm falling into. This video is a way to keep me accountable and to force me to keep my word.
Good shit.
To make sure that I'm reaching my annual goals, and to give you ways to implement this as well throughout your life. Stare into a wall and figure out productive habits you can do instead of falling into instant gratification in your free time. Hope this video helps you. I love you. God bless you.
Love you too, man.
I hope to see you soon.
Good shit, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. That was some good advice. I really liked the video. I said what I had to say. I said what I said. I still agree that staring at a wall helps you to build the self-discipline and self-control you need to go through your life. And once you get to a certain point, you don't need to stare at a wall. You can just implement that self-discipline and self-control. You don't that way when you get the craving for, like he said, fizz or soda, or you get the craving to eat snacks that you don't need to eat, or you get that itch to buy another League of Legends skin, or buy a loot box, or buy something in a game. You know, once you have that self-control and that self-discipline, you just say, I could, but it's not worth it, or I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like this. I get it. Good video. Be sure to check out the rest of his videos. See what else he has in store for you. As always, like I said, link to the video will be in the description, and link to the video and link to the channel will both be in the description below. And you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace and much love to you.